Welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and part 5 of our legendary Kroq-Gar Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here for a face-off against Clan Mordkin and there are many new Ratling-Guns and I guess one Warpfire team. We have come on in now and actually hatched a few more Colchins, as well as some Colchin Riders to hopefully get some more speed to rush around and threaten these Ratling-Guns before they get too much damage in. They won't take probably even a single volley before I lose pretty much the entire group. So we need to be very, very careful. Luckily, we do have an upgrade with Kroq-Gar that gave them some more armor and some more melee defense. I guess that'll help them once they do get into the fight, but they need to get there as fast as they can. So for this battle here at the Serpent Coast, we are out on the open field. We're probably going to attempt an attack from multiple angles. These Ratling-Guns do have to have line of sight on us the whole time, but since our Saurus are mostly taller than their clan rats, they should have no problem blasting us even while they are engaged in melee. So this could be quite a costly battle for us, but the final fight, final hurrah there for Clan Mordkin. Alright, they also get the high ground, do they? Well, that's lots of fun. We get to try to fight our way through. Well, going through the jungles is probably our best bet then. So start deployment, we're going to have... Let's see, we probably just want to try to attack from one side, that way they're all forced to shoot their Ratling-Guns kind of in the same area. So let's go Colchins. Can we hide you in the woods at all? Any kind of sneakiness to be had? Looks like no. We can get them right up in the front though, that way they can charge directly into the woods and hopefully get forgotten about pretty quickly. Colchin Riders too. We'll go and take a look at all the new units in just a moment. Alright, so we want our Blessed Saurus Warriors. We'll see if our Chirapins actually manage to survive this battle, because we are going to be using them to tank a lot of the damage from those Ratling-Guns if we need to. We need our units to be fairly compact and coming up through the woods. Amacanth, you guys don't have Strider, do you? One of their big issues. They are large targets, but they struggle getting through the woods. They have Wall Breaker. Well, that's horrifying. What are these things? Mole Man. Go ahead and throw them back in the woods. Well, they can't hide either. Man, what good are the Amacanth? They're kind of slow too. I guess they're for punching through walls. So we'll grab Kevin, Kroq-Gar, and our two big beasties, which now one of you has a great big C-beam engine. Oh, I'm so excited to use this. Just take a Stegosaurus and strap a repeater laser gun to its back, and you've got a Gyrodon with a C-beam engine. So happy. He no longer will rampage either, so we've got a proper war beast. We'll set him up with the javelins, because if anyone needs to get shot up, I prefer it be the Javelin boys. We can replace them pretty quickly. Skinks just don't know it. Ooh, Modlist. We don't really need any of the spears. I'm realizing, though, we do need to set up in a way that those Menace Below summons can't really do anything to us. So like this. All of our units, for the most part. Really wish we could hide these guys in the jungle. Real sad we can't. Oh, here we go. Finally found a spot. So we'll put the Amacanth over there, too. Gonna huddle them all up in one spot. Perfect. Right, we'll have our Skink Chief in with some of the Saurus, and then Mace and Spear Boys behind the rest of the units. Lizard. Alright. Spooky as this will be, I think we've got a pretty good chance. We'll get you guys all in God mode. We'll have all of our beasts as one. Get the Vanguard guys together so it's easier for me to select them on the fly. It's still gonna be a spooky fight. Go check out our Colchin Riders. We will get this battle started. Pretty much only the Skinks can ride on these guys. Even the Skinks look like they're having a little bit of trouble. Slow our Colchins down quite a bit, but they look hilariously awesome. And who else but a Skink would try to ride one? Great big ostriches of doom. Alright. Let's get this started. Charge them immediately into the woods, try to hide them in and amongst the trees. As for the main force, we'll kind of have them do the same. So all of the actual Lizardmen gotta come on up and use the trees as cover. If they try to pull away from the trees, I'll just send Kroq-Gar the other direction. Land rats, we can just fire you at the Skaven slave slings, or the Ratling-Guns, ripping shots into them. Oh good, our Colchins, or our Chirripins are rampaging around. We can probably tell them to stop. Skate Priest, stop that rampage. Could you guys relax? Get up here and help. Oh, we missed the C-beam engine. What's firing back? Oh no, it's just him. We're seeing that wrong. Oh, there's a useless summon of Menace below. Get him, Kroq-Gar. See that C-beam engine get to work again. Oh, it's glorious. Yeah, just keep blapping those Ratling-Guns. They're enjoying that one bit. Takes quite a bit of time to wind up, though, doesn't it? What's your reload time? It's at 1.7. It's going to be difficult, isn't it? Have it selected. This doesn't want to stay. Whatever. We won't worry about it right now. We'll get it later on. Another Menace below summon. He's surrounded by Saurus. Go ahead and bring the Colchin Riders forward. C-beam engine is ripping that group of Ratling-Guns apart. Let's start taking out the next group then. And we desperately need to be in the jungle here. And just start falling back a little bit. We need to just keep them out of line of sight. Stegadon, come up. Skaven Slave Spears, go ahead and blast. Well, and they may be the one units that can't actually just blast through them. Fall back here, Juradon. Bring Kroq-Gar kind of up. Oh, there's an assassin in there too. Yeah, that would cause some issues. Our other forest-based units, come on, reveal yourselves now. King Priest. Keep them moving onto the side. Kroq-Gar, get ready. Because we're going to have you go straight in on whatever the unit of Ratling-Guns we can find. I think most of them are in the woods, so in here quite quickly. They will definitely start firing on you. Assassin's still going after our Colchins, so pull them back, let the Stegadon deal with him. Bring the Saurus in, have the Chirripins use their size to press it through the enemy lines. Surround this clan with these two units. Kroq-Gar, let's get going after the next group of Ratling-Guns. These guys all too. Going around back after the Ratling-Guns. Juradon, fall back a minute. Mace Warriors, get in there. We're dropping rocks on these weapon teams. We get everyone here. Just have them run over these Night Runners. You just kind of fall back a little bit further there. They're going to try to have the Ratling-Guns get you, but I'm not really that concerned. Drop some lightning on these Ratling-Guns. Warriors come through. We'll have our Colchin Riders blast through and on these Ratling-Guns. Because we managed to pretty well disrupt them there. Priest, go ahead and get rid of all these Skaven slaves. Have the Almacan start ripping through the back line there. Ooh, the Ratling-Guns finding some good targets. Get in there, Juradon. In fact, we'll have you turn back around and have to stop these Ratling-Guns. Well done, Colchins. We'll have one of you break off and go after these Warp Fire Throwers. And that's a unit of assassins running for the hills. Going in on these Night Runners. Those guy group's not broken just yet. Duradon starts just blasting into the back group. Ripping on through their lines. Night Runners are dangerous, but only barely. Amazing shot there by the C-Beam. Weaken their lord and send you after them. Pretty well caught the spears in a death trap now. Another meteorite right here. Colchins, come on in. We're chasing off those routing guys. I can't come on away just for a moment. It looks like there's a lot of rats in there. That works out gloriously. Let them flee, let the Duradon get some kills with its CB engine. We missed that insanely good barrage. I'm going to save this one so I can make it a short. That looked amazing. Alright. Pretty much is just the enemy lord. You guys turn around and go after those Skaven slaves. Well, there is still a group of Ratling-Guns, so get them chasing this. Left our normal mace shield boys back. I make sure the Cherubins get enough kills, that way they can secure an upgrade. You guys off in guard mode, get chasing. Very accurate shots. Pretty much all of them only hit Eldritch. Alright, we have plenty of rats to run down for the experience, and I'll catch you all in a moment. We secure a decisive win, even against that of the Ratling-Guns. Not really sure what our Spear Raiders here were on, but they secured so many kills. They were on a rat-slaying spree. Good grief. Even out killing the likes of our C-Beam engine, which gained 2 chevrons in a single battle. Now we've got the Banner of Eternal Flame as well. I wouldn't mind giving on over to Kroq-Gar, give him fire attacks and more base weapon damage. And I boost that up for everyone in his range as well. Alright, well that's the Serpent Coast captured. We can go ahead and sack the settlement for a lot of gold. And actually, I think we will. Disrespect to the Skaven. We can come on back in next turn then and claim it. Hopefully this Thrin decides to jump back into the settlement so I have to chase him down. Alright. Well, let's use that now ill-gotten gold. Try to upgrade Rostral's army here. We'll go for Iron Disciplinarian for him. Keep that control boosted up as much as we can. And then the second Orb Keeper. Go ahead and give you an upgrade to Comet of Cassandora, and then Kroq-Gar. You get both of them. I thought you had to choose. Pervious to Pain gives him Death Blow and Death Blow through all Saurus. So when they lose health, they become monsters. Saurus and Temple Guard. Born Tactician for more experience gain and causes fear. And then Saurian Savagery. 25% upkeep production for feral dino units. Also, you don't really want to put them... You don't really want to have the war beasts. You want to have just normal ferals. Interesting. That's a huge upkeep production. We'll go for Born Tactician, though, to increase our experience gain. That way we get the rest of these that much faster. Such good abilities here. Kroq-Gar. Alright, Rostral. We have unlocked the Legion of Chakwa. We've used up all of our beasties now. We could give you also some Feral Cold ones. So the difference between the Feral Cold ones and the Colchins is what? Feral Cold ones are tier 1, Colchins are tier 2, but cost a little bit less in the upkeep. Have less armor, are much faster, a little bit less stats, and slightly less charge bonus. So they don't have armor piercing either. You can Vanguard deploy them. I think we'll snag some Clever Girls then. Armor piercing in a fast package is pretty good. And if they started to recruit any of the Doom Knights in or anything, we just surround them with Clever Girls, and that is a nice trade upwards. Let's go ahead and save our gold. I would love to go with the upgrade here at this Cavernous Hotech, but if we get attacked immediately, that's not going to be really very worth it. I don't really want to make friends with High Queen Khalida. I despise the bone people more than the Warmbloods. I'd like to trade with the bowmen, but we really can't. Itza's now fighting also the Empire. Well, let's see if we can go ahead and snag some agreements with you. I'll join your war against both of the other human nations, and you give me trade. You have the wisdom of the first spawning. Wardens of the Living Pools aren't really fighting anyone, and we could probably make friends with Thorek by joining his war against Khalida. Because we're going to claim all of this here. We don't really necessarily care about the mountain climate. But if Thorek claims any of this land that I deem belongs to the Lizardmen, then he has to go. That should be about all the time we have for this turn, so we'll check to see if I have any more heroes to recruit. Looks like no, and that will be our turn. A canopy shortcut. Carnivorous plants force us to travel a long way around the jungle. The treetops could be connected with rope bridges to allow travel safe above the hazards should we wish to invest in a shortcut. We shall indeed. Grievous. Lovely Rostral is now a 4-armed Saurus. And we've got the battle for Lord Kroq. After a considerable bout of searching high and low right across Lustria, Lord Kroq's skink scouts finally locate the overgrown temple tomb in which the ancient relic priest is meditating, as ever upon the fine details of the great plan. However, in their haste, it would appear that the scouts were somewhat careless as they've been followed to Kroq's location by a force of those insidious ratmen, the Skaven. They plan to destroy him once and for all by incinerating his physical remains that anchor him to the world. This must not come to pass. Defend Kroq from harm whilst his priests awaken him. The nasty group of Skaven. Locking Lord Kroq would all but see our victory against the demons assured. Oh good, you did decide to go on back into the settlement. Be wiped out proper. Crush Thrin. 55 new sacrifices. I'll go ahead and take the Zerber Coast. Kingdom of the Beast has been secured, and now we have 3 provinces. Thousand Treasury and a Talisman of Endurance. And now we can kind of turtle up for a couple turns here before striking out on our next bout of vengeance. Try to get our cities built up just a bit. 6 turns. I will go ahead and upgrade Serpent Coast. Just so we get even more growth then. Rostral, you can't reach the Caverns of Sotek, so it's just coming out normal-wise. Looks like the demons have kind of been stalled. Which is amazing. Probably no more clever girls for this army. We'll just have them keep on moving for now. No more upgrades to be had. Let's see if we can get the Chirrupin Gunner teams with Kroq-Gar. Ooh, not yet. Alright, well, such is the way. And Madmen's here in this province. The control will even out as soon as the next turn comes on over, as soon as the recent conquest is done. So let's go here as well. Yeah, we'll do the alignment of crafting for more growth. More growth it is. We can even get even more growth. Perfect, and drop construction time as well, which means I'll stop building this and build it for 4 turns. I think there was one more that we'd started. Was it the caverns? I think that was last turn. Yeah, it was last turn. Okay, that's fine. We'll put Durlin on around. Beautiful stuff. We'll see what our caravan gets up to next turn. Rostral, while you're here, I want you to recruit in the Legion of Chakwa. Then we'll end the turn. Dead creatures we must accord. What do you want, Khalida? Non-aggression. I am sure my offer will please your strange and barbaric gods. You mean the old ones. See, that was a mistake. Insulting the old ones is a no-no. What's that? I'm getting a call from Mazdamundi. We need to wipe out Khalida? Heard. So for our expedition, we've got, looks like a whole bunch of new Sauropods and 1 set of Sauropod riders. Zeropods are kind of your tier 2. Looks like they are... I mean, they're just fine. Very similar to the Kolchins, but... looks like probably more naturally heavily armored and less, basically more defensive based. Same amount of charge bonus, they're very similar. Get a large version of them. Alright, tablet of crafts is on done, so research the following items to advance the Lizardmen's great plan even further. Ooh, the Empire has the Nemesis crown. We might need to get up there and seal that horrible artifact. Yeah, funny. They're just sitting there. So we'll come on into the Caverns of Sotek, sit for at least a turn, keep building up control, get a nice bit of replenishment. And we get you some Sauropods too. What an interesting force this is, just a whole bunch of chargy beasts. Let's go for some Sauropod riders to kind of be the lead group for all of these war beasts here. We'll save the rest then. Kroq-Gar, are there any on the sea monuments we can rush down out to and do some damage? This shipwreck here, maybe. Probably a good idea to go for his Hand of the Gods quest. So let's jump into research, give ourselves the sequence of the Artisan for more income from industry. Campaign movement range plus 10% is the way, so we're going to spend however many turns we need to get through here. Alright, Kroq-Gar, we have to take you out of this stance, otherwise it won't allow us to have the battle. Go to our sacrifices of Sotek and kick in the sacrifice to Coxwatan. More weapon strength and a melee attack while attacking. For our quest battle. So now, our Saurus are good and punchy. Alright, let's come on into our quest battle. I think we'll do the one for... oh, this is the Revered Spear of Tolong. We already... I think this is the one that we get later. Let's check in Kroq-Gar himself. That's not right. Oh, the Revered Spear is first. Attacks cause Discouraged effect, magical attacks, or we get our Solar Beam. Unspeakably powerful weapon. Alright, we'll go for the weapon first then. Revered Spear, you'll be facing off against a group of Rookie. To the field. You also want to teleport. Oh, good. So we get to fight some witch elves named Yorn, Ramon the Shades, and Alyssa and her group of horrible monsters. Great. Alright, Kroq-Gar, time to smash these different raiding groups that are going to be sneaking in from the woods, looks like. I think we should have no trouble. Let's take it to them. The Dark Hills block the way to the Well of Time. Fissure within, from which Tlunxla reaches out across the eons, will only remain open for so long, so Kroq-Gar must act quickly to vanquish the threat. However, the terrain is far from an open field, and the elves are notoriously cunning and difficult to bring to battle. That is very true. Oh, we don't even have time to do any organizing. Awesome. We'll get everyone in their units for the large targets here. We know they're on the sides first. We're going to go ahead and send our big boys up this way. Go ahead and have the Kolchin Riders and all of our other speedy critters run with Kroq-Gar and company. We'll just run over the side units we see here. Have the normal Saurus take this route. Spears defending them, javelins in the center, and mace boys behind. Said mace boys behind. Alright, Kroq-Gar, get them. Send in the Kolchins and everything. We'll just pump these guys down. A nice shot from the C-beam engine. Send it forward to start shooting at Alyssa. They're coming on up the way. Either way. Works for me. rest of the guys here. We'll take you with the Saurus. You out of a group. CB Minion with group 2, and then everything over here. Sweet stuff. Alright, C-Beam. How much time do we have before the time expires? Oh, we have 13 minutes. No problem at all. Run them over. Run them over quickly. We'll let the Colchin riders come through. However many of the Colchins we lose is just fine. The Almacans can step in. Horrifyingly effective they are. Okay, so they're going to start launching nonsense our way. Fair enough. CB Minion, you go ahead and step forward and... Main army advances. Kill them all. Kind of come on back. Take out the units we have here. Those Colchins are having actually a lot of trouble. Fall back. Bring them on back. We'll have everything hit together. Colchin Riders, we're gonna everyone go after this group of shades. We'll have you guys charge through. CB Minion, are you hitting the unit I want you to? After the Reaper Bolt Throwers, you got it. We'll have this group of Colchins go this way. And I guess our main force needs to advance now. Then moving on in. CB Minion is easily going to win that duel. Let's go ahead and start charging through these Witch Elves. Hunt down the Dreadlord there, because I think that's all the unit we have to take down. Beat the Dreadlord. Start blasting the C-Beam your way then. Go for the War Hydra, see how much damage we get there. Have you come on back a little bit, bring those Witch Elves with you. Kroq-Gar, let's have you deal with the Reaper Bolt Throwers. Look, the Shades might be trying to intercept him. You guys go hit this group of Shades. We'll have these Colchin Riders go well wide. Better blend through those Witch Elves. Hold on, Kroq-Gar. Weaken everything coming to get you, and let's go ahead and fall back. You kind of circle round while the rest of our army moves on in. Javelin, start chucking your stuff towards these Witch Elves. All of our main Saurus. Going to advance this way. Want to help out with the Witch Elves. That is a lot of shots coming our way too. CB Minion, have you turn and start blasting the War Hydra for me. The Stegodon is caught rampaging, which is not amazing. We're gonna try to charge straight through the center though. Get these Cold One Knights. CB Minion keeps shooting here. Colchins are not amazing at fighting. That we do know. Slow this Dreadlord down though. Our Stegodon's running for the hills. Let's go ahead and grab our Saurus team here. Give them their own unit, lock them, and send them into combat. Start dropping meteorites where we can. Most of our beasts in the center are rampaging. Let's try to send them through after the enemy Reaper Bolt Throwers. You go after the Cold Ones. Most of our Colchins are also running for the hills. Colchins, come on away. CB Minion, you keep firing on the War Hydra. Javelins, let's move in and start stopping Shades where you can. Lots of our Saurus not doing necessarily the best job. Lightning here. Kroq-Gar, keep hunting down Alyssa for me. Spears hit the front line. We've got Colchins coming on back. Wind Blast. Go ahead and knock as many of these Druki off their feet as possible. Drop a meteorite on these Druki trying to flee. Omicantha are having a little bit of trouble. We can have our Colchins, though, go after most of the units that are fleeing. Keep shooting that War Hydra. Stegodon's back to bring you on forward. Colchins are actually struggling against the Bleak Swords. Give them a little bit more combat potential there. Gave it a round unit, I think. Go Lightning Bolt on these Black Ark Corsairs. This is done casting. The attack all forward order is a little bit janky, it looks like. Omicantha maul these Reapers. You guys work together on those Cold One Knights. Glorious. Bring the Colchins back in. Now, Psych, leave the Colchins, keep fighting these Witch Elves. Keep fire up on the War Hydra. We'll have Stegodon come after the enemy mage. Do you have any more spears that aren't fighting? You're well over here. A bad place for you. Get them, turtles. Javelins are gonna get annihilated. They're well too far away. Send you after this group of shades here. Several more Omicantha are rampaging. See if we can stomp out. But you'll rampage and deal with these Reapers. Headhunt the enemy lord, and then drop her attack even further and watch her get taken out. Now, this was a hard fight. Stegodon had a hard time. And that C-Beam engine annihilated the War Hydra. Enemy lord is defeated. Their army shall soon follow. And there they go. We have a lot of Druki to run down here now. Oh, we don't get to. How cheeky. Alright, a hard-fought win, but one that we will happily take. Colchins just are a little bit outclassed by our opponents there, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Druki do fight quite well. Likes of your Colchins and your Javelin lads don't do quite as effective. They're not quite as effective as the Druki warriors. We will kill and eat them for a little bit more replenishment. Amexon barbs, so hailing from deep within the Amexon basin, these reptiles instinctively hunt in a coordinated fashion, creating a savage synergy. We've got Hopok's cohort, which are cold ones on which they instinctively recognize the same cold-blooded cunning within the hearts of these consummate warriors. A Pterodon for Kevin, and the revered Spear of Tlonxla. More control for all provinces. Great stuff. Now, I would like to at least get a single turn of replenishment before we go after that next quest battle there. I'm thinking we need to deal with Tzeentch, really, before going for another war. But I kind of just want to trust our old blood down here to deal with it. A Quasaurus. These are just some spear riders that are extra elite. What do they have going for them? Alright, we'll have to do a little bit more crash recovery. We're here just after the previous battle. I just zoomed on down and to click on Ralstral, and that was too much for the game when we crashed. So I had to refight the battle against the Druki, managed to fight just about the same, or lost just about the same amount as the first time. But what I did do differently was decided to execute the captives, so we've got the Headsman trait now. So free an enemy is a fatal mistake. Better to free them of their head. We've got less control for enemy provinces and less leadership for the enemy local region, which is great. So we will continue on our merry way with Kroq-Gar then. So it should have given us a little bit more in terms of actual skill points. So we shall go for Restore Order or Overcome Destruction. We fight against the High Elves for the next quest battle, so let's go ahead and grab Restore Order, giving us more melee attack, leadership, and strength when fighting against all of the Warriors of Order. Then we'll come on in and grab, probably, Impervious to Pain or Saurian Savagery. We do like that upkeep reduction. Kevin, our second Orb Keeper, we will go ahead and give, actually, Rolling Skies now, because we will be fighting against High Elves, and they usually have flying units. Bokza, who has just finished his previous expedition, we'll go ahead and give him the Animal Wrangler so we can go on herd extraction expeditions, which give us higher tier dinosaurs. And Tic-Tac-Toe isn't here. I don't know why everyone wants to talk about him. We'll come on down and march to the Cursed Jungle, or is it faster to go across the sea? Now, we don't have to have any more port settlements down there, so it'll be best to go through March if I want to come hit this shipwreck. It's a long ways down there, though, isn't it? Alright, Kroq-Gar. Taking a quick stock, looks like the warm-blooded Dawi are staying in the mountains for now, as they should. They've got a couple settlements now in the desert, so we might have to start throwing hands, since this is areas I've claimed for the Great Plan. We also need to go over into the shifting stands and basically claim all of the deserts up here, and that will secure and good territory. So what do we actually have to do for our short victory? We need to destroy Morbidius, Mordkin, the Silver Host, the Drakenhof Conclave, and the Leafcutters tribe. Also, we are supposed to come through. Neat. Now we're just on occupying, loot, raising, or sacking 30 different settlements, 9 out of 30. We've got a little ways to go there, and then for our long victory, we need to deal with the Exiles of Khorne, Clan Moors, the Bloody Hands, Harbinger of Disaster. Well, they're in the center here. Poxmakers of Nurgle, and the Oracles of Tzeentch. We also need to make sure that we control the Golden Pass, the Central Jungles, Western Jungles, the Southern Jungles, and the Dragon Isles. Yeah, the Lizardmen that lived here, they were feral Lizardmen. I believe they are the cohort of Tepoch, and they basically, their Slan Mage Priests died long ago, and they just fell to their instincts. Yeah, we'll stay up here, and we'll go towards the Temple of Skulls. We can start our fight against Khalida. Alright, Rostral, that means you are going to start recruiting some more units on in. The other thing we did get for our expedition was another unit of Sauropod Riders, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a secondary group of them. I'd love some more spears, but looks like we don't really have that option just yet. Alright, so I guess we'll sit for a turn and see how the forces of Tzeentch react. Don't really want to recruit any more Sauropods. We can just grab some Javelins to fill in the front line. I'd rather we have Saurus, but I also don't want to sit for 2 turns for Saurus that don't have shields. Our next technology... Oh yeah, we have to reselect the sequence of marching, going through war and stoicism. And our caravan dispatch, of course. Oklex, you are quite wise. We'll go ahead. Ooh, what does the Deft give you? Aerodon Riders are tougher, deal anti-large range damage, and benefit from additional uses of their Drop Rocks ability. I just want to recruit him so we have him in the background for a little bit of a different... Oh, well, you can come on in for this journey then. We will send you... Let's go to the Dragonfang Mount. We went there last time just to collect some research. This time we're going to go get some Nuwaddles and hopefully some Jahloks, which are a very strong armor-piercing dino. Dispatch. Wiz-Ip-Hatutul Convoy. What a name. Go get you some eggs. Recruit an additional lord. Well, that's like one way to do it. Alright then. That's all we get you for this turn. Let's check our diplomacy real fast. Port of Labaris, you were about to get drop-kicked through the wall. You just don't know it yet. No deals to be had with the... We can probably pay for a trade with you. I'll give Tic-Tac-Toe a little bit of gold. Help him with his spending. No one else. Alright. Back down with Rostral, and that'll be our turn. Delicious New World Colonist. He wants a peace treaty. Problem is, Hexawaddle is not at peace with you, so I will not be risking our friendship with Mazdamundi for any amount of gold. Alright, Rosliath is a new trespasser. Azrai. Same kind of thing, they're lost, and they are in awe of the exotic plants and gigantic footprints. So we have ourselves a pretty scary group. I don't know that we could win against this one. If we intervene, all we would be really doing is snagging a skink chief. If we could lure the wild riders over, we have a better chance, but there's tree men even here, so that's going to be a pretty tough one. Well, let's try it. Let's try it. If we intervene, give us a close defeat. We will see. She is a shadow mage. Alright, expedition, battle. Alright. So we'll make sure our skinks are up front, ready to kind of have a nice trap for the enemy eagle and hawk riders. Stalkers in the woods too. Pterodons ready to hunt down those flyers as they come over, and our skink chief can also try to tie them up for a moment or two. Looks good to me. Let it begin. Alright, so if we can move up and just injure something, that'll be great. Yes, fire on our lord, that's perfect. Well, back into the woods there. Have these eagles come back too, or the chameleons. Oh, they have more range than us. Really unfortunate. Everything attacking this great eagle. We'll try to lure them in by attacking their riders. Move those skinks forward. Eagle's getting jumped. It's going to still do plenty of damage to our stalkers. Ooh. Melkos hurts very bad. Special bonus versus large ammunition. Hopefully can get some good stuff going. Otherwise this expedition might be in lots of trouble. Eagle looks like they're about done fighting. Keep everyone moving. Try to use those bombs here in a moment. We can't really go for it just yet. You guys falling back there, chameleons. Can handle a bit of a fight, but not a lot. Going on through, our chameleon stalkers are now fighting the wild riders, which is not fun for them. Ouch. Keep our lord moving. We need you to get in and try to get after these hawk riders. No real choice. Chameleons keep moving. Stalkers do your thing. The eagle's back, which is not a lot of fun, but charge into these blade riders. Keep on moving through the forest. As long as those blow darts are blasting, we should deal with lots of the enemy clowns there. Dodge those fire arrows best you can. Keep him moving. Try to get into a fight with the Glade Guard. One away too. Ooh, this is rough. They got annihilated. Alright, skinks keep moving. You get into a fight with these hawk riders. Hawk riders may be willing to throw hands with pterodons. Try to catch the eagles. No, I think this was a big mistake. Yeah, caught by. I didn't expect the Blade Riders to be any good in melee. Fly over the top, start dropping some bombs. Another one. Oh, we have to wait. I land on him. Back up in the sky quickly. We lost our hero quite quickly there. Drop these bombs. Come back in if you they're not in the air yet, so we can't really afford it. Yeah, the Wild Riders are just going to allow them to run us down pretty aggressively. Alright, everyone. We're going to probably need to flee. Oh, there we go. Valiant defeat. Second one for this campaign. Alright, we have a valiant defeat. Oh, we didn't actually manage to escape with any of the chameleon skinks and the stalkers. Unfortunate. Thankfully, though, we did, I guess, pick up a skink chief. Yeah, they just had too many cavalry there. That was really the issue. Without these wild riders, that would have been a very different battle. Also, the bonus V-Large on the Sky Sentinels didn't really seem to affect them that much. Convoy should still be out and about, though. That shouldn't have wiped them out. Oh no, they're gone. Fair enough. Alright, Talk Lex, it's up to you then. We got those last guys taken out. So we'll add you on in and send you back over towards the Dragonfang Mount. Dispatch. Talk Lex is going to go out for some egg collection, and hopefully they have a better chance. You were pretty well recovered from that last battle, but let's come on up to the Temple of Skulls. Really help out with the control here. Even though the Colchins aren't super amazing, their speed is what was really winning the day there for us against the Skaven. And go for the Chiropin Gunner team, though. Now they can sit on the front line and keep blasting. Glorious. It's going to cost us 300 to do it, and it'll be... how much more upkeep? Oh, not that much. Only 25. Perfect. 225 range, and those are basically crane guns on the backs of turtles. That is perfect. You sit up here, you get some replenishment going. I might end up getting rid of these skink cohort for the... where are they at? I know we have more. Well, we had plenty of sauropods. There they are. They're just hiding. So, do we need the skinks? Probably not. Let's get some feral sauropods. Cost about the same and are probably way better. Beautiful. Rostral. Hyquosaurus. Have you start coming away from the caverns of Sotek. Let's drop into Astromancy stance so we can see further away the next turn. And hopefully we don't get teleported up on. Port of Labaris, no. We'll go for kind of a surprise attack on them. Beautiful. We can upgrade Sotek's Trail up to the Skink Barrios, which is exactly what we want to do. And then we can put in the walls, skink lookouts. That way for when the eventual attack. Oh, this Sotek's Trail? That's the wrong one, never mind. Never mind entirely, let's go for the growth. We'll put walls in here at the caverns of Sotek for when the Tzeentch armies come back after us. Alright, sweet. Golden Pass, we go for upgrades at Teotihuacan. Let's get the Grand Plaza. Meat Storage Hall. The Geomantic Pylon. Reinforces the geomantic web, indirectly improving amendments. It also gives us a geomantic energy per turn. Let's go for the pylon. We're getting plenty of good units through our expeditions. When we're not getting our expeditions slain by what else? Alright, falling into company. While exploring an ancient passage, your expedition unwittingly triggers a trap and the floor opens, dumping them into a chamber beneath. Tunnels open all around, hissing with what could be poison gas, but what emerges are instead familiar faces. They lap at the team with their tongues, content to be in cold-blooded company. Get ourselves some Razordawn or some Salamanders. Razordawn being mostly an armor-piercing, blasty boy. Instinctive defense. As long as there's enemies within 45 meters, they have a lot more reload skill. Interesting. They might be pretty good then. We're still kind of lacking in lots of bonus V-Large, so let's go ahead and grab the Salamander Hunting Pack. That way we can handle that. Kind of their big problem. Diomedes. Successfully take down Diomedes. Looks like you fell in the Iliad and became a horror. How unfortunate. Alright, Alright, so we can only see the one army here. Let's see about... I wouldn't have any gold at all. We cannot do any kind of wounding. So Rosral, let's switch you over into an ambush. Stay where we have that 80% chance. Looks like as long as we get too close to the enemy... I know we're good here. Perfect. Try to lure some of these Zechi demons on in. Meanwhile, up here into the north, we'll have Kroq-Gar. Start advancing on what will soon be our attack on the Bony Boys. Stay in where we can have our replenishment. We will drop into an ambush. And I actually am going to go ahead and declare war on them.
Casting the rules
So I'll join you in your war.
Let's drink
However much gold you're willing to
talk.
give me. Sign this contract and we'll have a pact. Get any more trade agreements going yet? Not quite. Not with anyone I actually want to. Alright, beautiful. Now Khalida is likely to send some guys over after us since we are now at war, so we can hopefully catch them. Oh, we may have gone the wrong direction. Resetra, or the Doomblade, is across. And we'll see. I thought Resetra was hers too, but it belongs to Ironbrow. It will all belong to me soon. For you then, Kevin, we'll go for another point into, I think, Comet of Cassandora. Drops the cooldown by 50% and then makes it a little bit cheaper too. Alright. How close are our Colchins being able to be upgraded to Colchin Riders? I need to replace these guys as soon as we can. They are not my favorite. We just don't have any gold, do we? Economy, struggling. Alright, well, Kroq-Gar will stay here in an ambush. We've got 500 gold to spend. Golden Tower just needs walls. It doesn't need anything else here. Alright. Well, that's going to be all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Kroq-Gar campaign. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. I'll see you on the next one.